Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to use affirmations and denials to manifest your desired reality fast. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are in the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean with another powerful video. I want to present to you that one of our subscribers, one of our long-term subscribers, presented a masterclass in the use of affirmations and denials to manifest her desired reality. It was really powerful. But remember what denial is. You're not denying the manifested experiences. You're denying those manifested experiences that are not your preferred experience, they're not your wanted experience, as your preferred reality. Do you see it? She affirmed and assumed, and we're going to talk about this, had to do with a ding. She got a ding in her car and she wanted to file a claim. And she assumed the claim will be paid. That wherever she parked it, they were at fault. Right? And then she got back news after assuming it, that it's going to be paid, that they weren't going to pay it, that they weren't responsible. Do you see it? She affirmed it. But then, after having that initial experience of being disappointed, frustrated, even shocked, that I was in my desired end, but then I got this news that they're not going to pay it. She moved to the idea, though, yes, but that manifested experience, it's always changing. And I deny that as my choice. That's not my preference. It was a brilliant masterclass demonstration of denial. You're not denying any one existence of any one reality. You're saying that's not my preference. All possibilities exist. All realities, all identities. It's an inclusive universe. It's an inclusive infinity. Everything's included infinity in infinity. Tongue twister. But you're denying that that's your preference, that that's your reality. This is powerful. We're going to unpack this today and more. So assume and affirm your wish is fulfilled and expect its unfolding or unfoldment as a physical 3D experience no matter what. In this idea, you're experiencing yourself as that identity, as that I am, for whom and through whom your desired reality is real. In other words, the only reality for you. The only choice is fulfillment. The only choice is your desired end. In her case, that ding would be paid for, which it was, and we're going to talk about this, how she bent reality here. Remember, it's your experiencing of reality as reality that determines what those outcomes will turn into, because they're always changing. You are the experiencing, the I am awareness of being, within which all 3D physical manifested experiences appear. You're the experiencing. You get to determine what they look like. You get to affirm or deny what those experiences mean to you. Not that they exist or don't exist. Existence is. Everything exists. Everything is possible. All things are possible. But you're determining what it means to you. You're affirming or denying what it means to you. This is powerful. God always says yes means yes. It's an inclusive universe where all things are possible. Right? That whole idea of no, when we say no, we're saying yes. But there is a room and a proper place for denials in that all-inclusive universe that you are. Right? All manifested physical possible experiences are always unfolding. Always unfolding, all that is, through you and as reality. But your reality is not created or determined, hear this, by the unfolding physical experiences, but rather by your experiencing of them. Because your experiencing determines what those manifested experiences are. In other words, of reality as reality. You're experiencing of them, of reality, as reality. So say yes, just say the word, like in the story of the healing of the centurion's servant. Just say the word and my servant will be healed. Just say I am that I am. Assume that reality. Just like this particular creator, assume that that thing is paid for. Even though there was a manifested experience that's always changing, an email that she received that said it's not going to be paid for, that they're not responsible. Say yes to your desired experience and reality. Say no to any other possibility or possible experience that's not your assumption. In short, that's not your preference. That's not your assumption. That's not your choice. That's a masterclass in denial. Say no or deny the possible unwanted manifested outcome in reality. Not to the experiencing of it, because all possible manifested experiences are possible. So say no to that's not your choice, it's not your preference. Instead of asking, why is it happening? It shouldn't be here. It's not my assumption. The law doesn't work. You're saying no to that I shouldn't be experiencing this. Remember, your experiencing or your awareness is reality. Instead, say that's not my choice. That's not my preference. That's powerful. Say no or deny the possible unwanted manifested outcome in reality, not to the experiencing of it. Because you are all experiences, you are all possibilities, but you determine your experiencing of it. You give meaning to the changing forms, circumstances, and appearances as the experiencing or awareness or consciousness within which they appear. One more time. That's so big. You give meaning to the changing forms, circumstances, and appearances as the experiencing within which they appear. And the appearances are always changing, always forming into something different and new. This is powerful. So that's the true metaphysical and reality creation meaning of affirming and denying. This is what she said when she had a reaction to it, right? Like we all do, thinking, I'm not assuming correctly, I'm not imagining correctly, I'm not applying the law correctly. Something's wrong with the way I'm doing it because I assumed it. I was in my end, and then I got this email that said it's not going to be paid for. This ding in my car, they're not responsible, they're not going to pay for it. But I assume they will pay for it, that they are responsible. So then she said, well, no, that's not my reality, they will pay. Wow, that's not my reality, this is. That's not my preference. Yes, that's one possible experience. But I'm going to determine by what my experiencing of reality is and deny that experience as my choice, as my preference. I'm not denying that it's the appearance of it. I'm denying it that it's not my reality. It's not my choice. Wow, it's not my preference. Her car got dinged. She filed a claim and assumed, affirmed, and expected they would pay. Then received an email denying my claim because there's no evidence that it's them. I love the wording she used here. She received an email denying my claim, denying her claim that there's no evidence that it's them. Why? Because she's the evidence. She's the one that affirms or denies, not them. That's just a manifested experience that's always changing. Do you see the wording here? This is powerful. You're not trying to ignore manifested experiences. That just keeps them there. You're not denying the 3D manifested experiences. They do exist. All things exist. There's just existence. Non-existence doesn't exist. What you're denying is that manifested experience that is unwanted is not your choice. It's not your reality. You're denying it as your reality. You're denying it as that it's your preference. Right? It's about experiencing reality as source of reality, not the effect. This is what she was doing. It was brilliant. It's a brilliant masterclass. She even says, I was shocked by the email that they're not going to cover it and assumed they were going to pay. This manifested experience wasn't in line with my assumption. That's what she's saying there, right? Affirm your imagined end. Affirm it, assume it, and deny the possible manifested unwanted outcomes as your reality, as your choice, as your preference. Not that those appearances appear. They do appear, all appearances. But they're always changing. All things are possible, but it's not your choice. It's not your preference. You see the power here. Brilliant, brilliant masterclass. Then she goes on to say, it doesn't matter. It's not over. As she's driving her car, right? As she's driving her car away, don't give it meaning. She decided, I'm gonna assume, deny that as my manifested reality and assume it anyway. They're gonna pay for the ding. This is what she was saying to herself, this right here, right? The power of affirming what you want and saying no. She loves that she felt the power of saying no, the power of denial. That's not my choice. That's not my preference. The power of affirming what you want and saying no to any changing manifested experience and possible outcome that's not your choice, that's not your preference. Right? Because she had that thought, what did I do wrong? I assumed with zero doubts they would pay. What did I do wrong? She got over that and said, no, I'm the power. I affirmed it, and I'm going to say no to any temporary changing manifested experience that's not my choice, that's not my preference. I'm not going to deny it or ignore it or deny the existence of it. I'm just saying it's not my choice, it's not my reality. She says here, driving home, I gave thanks for them initially rejecting my claim. She thanked that company for rejecting her claim initially. She said it allowed me, hear this, to finally feel the power of saying no. Wow. Do you see? So there is a power in no, because she's really saying yes to her preferred reality. She's saying yes to everything she wants. She's saying yes to herself as source and the one and only creator of her reality, right? And not being upset by what I assumed didn't go according to plan. Right? She did that assumption that it didn't go according to plan. Do you see this, guys? Yes, the universe or God or infinity is only inclusive and only hears yes. But feel the power of denial here, as all spiritual teachers talk about affirmations and denial. You're not denying the possibilities. You're denying that that possibility is your preference. It's not what you choose. And then moving to that preference and staying there. That's powerful. She goes, I took my power back from 3D and the limiting beliefs that result from it. Wow. The astonishing power of denial, of affirming what you want and then denying any manifested experience that's not your choice, that's not your preference. Not denying the manifested experiences as appearances, because they all exist, they're all appearances, but that no, it's not your choice, it's not my preferred reality. This is that they pay the claim. And she persisted in, so she's persisting in her experiencing of reality as reality. That's the end. That's the real desired end. That's your reality, that your source, and you're going to persist in your experiencing as your ideal, as that ideal source of reality. Your ideal and desired end, no matter what the changing appearances. Persist in that. Say yes, affirm your choice, and say no or deny any reality that's not your preference. Not that the reality doesn't exist, all possibilities exist. Deny that it's not your preference, it's not your preferred reality. It's not your choice. Wow. That's how to use affirmations and denials to manifest your desires fast. Right? Remember, it's not denying it and then secretly believing that you're stuck with that reality anyway. That's what most people talk about when you're in denial. That's being in denial. Denying the appearance, denying the 3D, trying to ignore it, and then secretly believing it's your reality anyway. You have no choice. That's powerful. That's how to use affirmations and denials. That's a masterclass. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, for being part of our membership channel. Yesterday, one of you pointed out that I said our next live stream is July 11th. Of course, I meant August 11th. There is no time anyway, but that's coming up this Sunday at Atlantic Standard Time here in Bonaire, Bonaire time. We're going to come to you live from Bonaire. We're going to answer your questions in chat and also field some questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. We're going to have our next live stream here. 2 weeks ago, just over 2 weeks ago, we had our last live stream, or under 2 weeks. So now we're having another one. If you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin coming to you from the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean, the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.